Hello, good day to you, Bashar.
Good day, good day.
I'm going to try to make this real quick because I know there's a lot of questions lined up.
Don't worry about the time. Just trust the timing.
Thank you. So part of my passion has always been with healing, in particular in relation to vibration, magnetic resonance. It's always been constant in my life. So I want to develop, or we have been planning a certain treatment based on this. And we have a doubt if with open contact, this sort of giving of technology will make these sort of developments obsolete.
Well, they will continue the idea of understanding vibrational resonance so that a lot of your science in the future will be based on the idea of frequencies, vibrations, resonance, in the same way that the individual on your planet, such as an example of Nikola Tesla, understood. So you will understand what he understood, and the introduction of extraterrestrial technology will take you to the point where you will understand what he understood and continue that tradition forward.
Thank you so much. So it's worth it to follow that passion, if you will.
Yes, of course. Even if it takes you to a place you don't expect, it's always worth it to follow your passion. Remember, that's why you can't have insistence or assumption as to what the outcome is, because you don't exactly know why your passion has come in the form that it has. Sometimes it comes in a form not because that form has to come to fruition, but that's the form that needed to be there, excuse the language, just to get you off your butt. Because it makes you go forward. And then you wind up where you need to be in order for what really needs to happen more easily. So never assume why it comes in the form it comes in. Just follow it and see what happens. See where it leads. Yes?
Okay, yes, thank you so much.
All right.
And just something sort of related, particularly with my brother on a especially enlightening experience. We had a vision where we were incarnating in different civilizations, particularly in the time during open contact. And I don't know if this has something to do with the incarnation that we chose to experience this phase that is now coming with all your teachings and information. Or is there something else?
I'm not sure what your question is.
So my question is, do we pick this particular spot in time being to experience open contact as a civilization for the first time?
Yes. Okay. Absolutely. There's no accidents in your timing.
Okay.
You are here for this reason, to help humanity evolve and to experience this particular transformation at this time. Among other things, it's not the only thing, but yes, nothing is an accident. It's all timed out. So you're here at the right time.
Thank you so much, and I love you, Bashar.
Our unconditional love to you as well.
Hello, Darryl. Hey, Bashar.
Hello.
So excited to be here. Almost feeling anxiety. My full body is vibrating.
Excitement doesn't lead to anxiety.
Yeah. It's almost like on the edge.
No, excitement doesn't lead to anxiety.
Okay,
a negative definition filters your excitement into the form of anxiety, but excitement doesn't lead to anxiety.
Okay, then it's excitement, then I
All
choose
right.
that.
It can be anxiety. I'm not saying you can't experience anxiety, just understand how that happens. It's your energy being filtered through a fear-based belief that creates anxiety. It's your energy filtered through a positive belief that creates excitement.
Yeah, maybe it's a fear of what I'm actually going to hear.
Oh, all right. Let's see what happens.
Okay, all right. So
it is close to
yes.
Halloween, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe something scary will come through.
I feel better already.
What are you afraid you will hear?
All right. Well, there is a lot of people practicing magic, like black magic, white magic, Santeria, all kind of spells. So I wonder what you can tell me about it. If someone with their wish and some kind of ritual could negatively affect my success in life and success in a relationship.
You cannot be affected positively or negatively by anyone. You are your own reality. Whatever you experience is being experienced made out of your own energy because you have agreed to match a frequency that they may be offering to you. But they can't affect you directly. You have to affect yourself because you have a belief that says, I should match your frequency for some reason or another, positively or negatively. You're only ever, always experiencing your own energy. You cannot experience anyone else's. You are your own reality with its own energy, and you decide how you will experience that energy by your belief saying, I want to match or not match this particular frequency that this other person is offering me. I will match it or I won't for my own reasons. But no matter what those reasons are, positive or negative, you are always only experiencing your own energy and can change it like that.
Yeah. So about 2 years ago, I was involved in a relationship, a romantic relationship, where this is what I experienced, this kind of work with the black magic, because someone just didn't wish me well.
So what?
It wasn't easy to
but
overcome
it's only
that.
not easy. Don't you understand? You're the one making it not easy because you believe they can affect you. So you're agreeing with them. Yes, you can make my life harder. You can make my life not easy, so I will make my own life not easy because I'm agreeing that you can make my life not easy. You're doing it to yourself. Otherwise, you could just say, so what? So what you wish me ill? That doesn't mean I have to accept that. It means you're in your own reality and I'm in my own reality, and yours is based on fear and mine is based on love, and I don't have to buy what you're selling.
Got it, yeah. Thank you.
That's what it means to give your power away.
Yeah.
It's not something you actually can do, but it means that you're agreeing to match your frequency to the frequency you don't prefer for some reason.
Yeah.
Stop doing that.
Yeah. So continue about these romantic relationships. So since age of 18, I've been going through a lot of romantic relationships, and I'm 44 and I'm still single, and I'm ready.
Who says you have to be in a relationship?
I'm just looking for the one I can...
Maybe you are too caught up in the idea that you need to be in a romantic relationship. First relationship you need to be in is with yourself.
Yes.
First and foremost. When you give yourself what you need, then it is possible, not inevitable, but possible to attract someone who will then reflect to you that you are giving yourself what you need, and they can help magnify that to you and support you in that. So remember, love relationships are not about actually, shall we say, getting love directly from the other person because you don't have love for yourself. It's about the other person loving you in a way that allows you to learn to love yourself more. That's what a healthy relationship is. Do you understand?
So do you have an access to information? Is he there?
What did you say?
Do you have an access to an information for me? If he's there, if he's close.
If I told you it would happen tomorrow, what would you do? That's exactly why it's not happening tomorrow.
Thank you so much. I love you.
However, I love you. Unconditionally.
Hello, Bashar.
Hello and good day to you.
When ETs come, are they allowed to give us lightsabers?
We don't have lightsabers.
Thank you.
We will, however, give you technology and understanding as to how to manipulate light.
Perfect. Thank you.
Anything else?
No.
Thank you.
Hey, Gangling.
Yes?
Are mermaids real?
Are which?
Mermaids.
In another reality, in another dimension, yes, not in your physical dimension, although there were experiments long ago in Atlantean times where genetic experiments were done that merged different kinds of genetics together to create something similar to that, but those beings did not actually survive, they were not viable. However, the idea of mermaids is a symbol of something that exists in another reality, in another dimension, that now and then may come through a portal into your reality, but it's very rare.
Awesome.
There is some awe to it, yes.
Can we be lucid and physical in spiritual reality, like not only before we die? And was
yes.
Jesus like that? And if
Absolutely.
he was, why is that why he is said to be both God and man?
In a sense, it's a representation that you understand that physical reality is a dream and become lucid in that dream. Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right.
And my mom wanted me to thank you for helping her be a better parent to me and my brother, and the information that you give helps her be a better person.
That is her choice to be. Even though we may share information with all of you, you have to take it and apply it in order for a change to occur. So don't forget to thank her as well.
Thank you. I love you.
Love you too. And of course, thank yourself for being a teacher to your parents.
Hello, Tadeo.
Good day, good day. Nani?
It looks like it's time for the next phase.
Oh, all right. Do I have to come in now, Mom?
Do you want to go on for a little longer?
One more question.
There was somebody waiting in the wings, so if she would come up.
Good day, Bashar.
Good day, good day.
So, one of our conversations, you said the hybrid kids call me Nature Bunny. And my excitement lately has been getting messages from nature with people. And when you talk about channeling, you say a lot of times it's helpful to have questions to ground the information.
Yes.
But I don't get questions from nature, I just get messages. So it feels like the excitement just takes me to a path or to a trail. And then synchronicity will bring my attention to a plant or a tree or a bird, and then the message will come through.
Yes.
And so the excitement is, it feels like they have a lot that they want to say to other people.
Yes.
So next step, it feels like bringing people with me on these nature trails.
Absolutely. Be a nature guide.
Okay. And there's a component that feels exciting about teleportation keeps coming up, and I know that's something that we're doing all the time.
Yes, you are. That's how you move, through teleportation, but you do it so smoothly you don't know that you're teleporting.
Yeah. And so what's been happening for me is the lucidity of feels like it's not even physical, so I have my awareness in multiple realities, I guess, or multiple experiences at once.
All right. Do I have to start calling you Lucy?
Sure.
All right, Lucy.
Okay, thanks. And so what's been, what feels like a gap is sometimes it feels like I want to have multiple experiences in physical. So being in one location at the same time, or one location, two locations at the same time. That's what I meant to say. Can we talk more about that?
You are not in multiple locations at the same time. Multiple locations are in you at the same time.
Right.
So when you start seeing it and feeling it that
It's
way,
the awareness of
something may happen that way if it is relevant for what needs to occur.
It's happened before. It feels like it's fleeting, so it doesn't feel like it's...
Then you have to trust the timing
Okay.
and the relevance of it when it occurs and when it doesn't.
Thank you.
Just let it flow naturally.
Thank you.
Is that all right?
It's so all right.
All right.
Thank you. The other thing that just popped in is experience I had recently with humpbacks and orcas together in harmony.
Yes.
So there was a humpback with their calf and orca with their calf all
Yes.
together in
Yes.
harmony. And so I know that I'm allowing that more and more. My question is about, you talk about they're reflecting to us the predation when they hunt one another.
Yes.
And
also different levels of the vibration and energy from the star system of Sirius.
Can you tell me more about that?
Not at this time.
Okie dokie.
Will that do?
That will do.
Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you.
Good day.
Love it.
All right. So we thank you for this co-creation, this day of your time. I remind you, allow yourselves to open up in preparation and understand how your lives may interact with the idea of being introduced physically to extraterrestrials into your society within the next 5 years. Ponder this and see what comes of it. Until we next give you a transmission on this subject, our unconditional love to you all, and encouragement to explore, to discover, and to play. Aveo. Good day. Thank you. Thank you. When's the channeling going to start? Thank you all very, very much for being here today. It's really, really wonderful. My love to you all, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you. Sneaky fellow.
And actually, I don't know how I explain that, but do we create other universes just because we thought about it? It can.
Other universes all exist at the same time. What you are creating when you think about it is that you are tapping into that frequency and creating your relationship, your experience of that universe. So it all exists, but what you are creating is your relationship to it and your experience of it and your perspective of it.
Perfect. That's mean all the universes, unlimited universes, is already exist.
Yes.
So when we thought about something, do we receive from that universe?
Yes, because now it's relevant for you to do so. Otherwise, you would not be prepared to think about it.
Perfect. That's mean every idea, like every invention, every crazy idea, it's mean already there, but we just received it.
But is it relevant for your reality now? That's when you broaden your bandwidth and start tapping into more universal realities so you can download what you need that is now relevant for your life path in this particular collective consensus reality that you refer to as a universe.
Perfect. I'm sorry for that, Bashar, but I forget exactly what you said like a year ago or kind of long time ago. What the mind conceive Your higher...
The higher mind conceives, the brain receives, the physical mind perceives.
Is that related to my question or not?
Yes, because within the higher mind is all knowledge. The higher mind is your soul, and your soul knows about all these things. So whatever is relevant is sent from the higher mind through the receiver of your brain to be perceived by the physical mind in whatever way, shape, or form is relevant for the physical mind to perceive it when it clears itself out of any fear-based or negative beliefs that inhibit it from opening its bandwidth to receive that information. So it helps you go through a process that clears you out to be open to receive more information that is relevant for the evolution of your path on earth.
Perfect. Second question, please. Why did Jesus say, "Father, are you forsaking me?"
Because that's the human side. That's the idea of him representing both the positive and negative side of the way the physical mind often thinks. It represents the polarity. So it was a statement that many humans are in victimhood. And therefore, "Oh, Father, why have you forsaken me?" He was acting out the idea of both the positive and the negative sides, the light and the dark sides of the human experience, taking you through that process.
Interesting.
Because he represented all things, the entire spectrum. Wasn't going to leave anything out. Can't leave out the dark. Have to have it in.
Absolutely, yes.
Otherwise, it's not a full expression. It's not a full connection to what humanity is experiencing. And then it's not a full opportunity to let go of the things and balance yourself in a way that allows you to experience what he ultimately showed you was the idea that you are eternal and never really die. And that you are creating your own reality with your belief systems about what you believe is true for you.
Interesting. Another question. What is inside the event horizon or behind it?
Information is in the event horizon itself. It is all the information of any particular universe.
You making circles with your hand, Bashar. Does that mean still something inside?
The idea is the event horizon is like the skin of the black hole. And in that skin, that spherical skin, is all the information of any particular universe that the black hole is connected to. As we have said in the past, there is a civilization we know of that is actually capable, interdimensionally, of tapping into and downloading the information from the event horizon of a black hole.
Last question. From deep, very deep looking inside our world, is it a man world or women world, the world we live in?
Would you rephrase that? What are you actually asking?
What I'm asking is, if you looked very deep to this creation, the earth, let's stick with our planet, is it for human being experience? Deeply, yes. deeply. Is it a man creation or a woman creation?
It's both.
Thank you so much, Bashar.
Remember that it's a spirit creation, and a spirit can be anything. But for the earth game, it is mostly the idea of the polarities as you choose to express them, but now in the modern age, also different variations of those polarities, which is why you are having things like transitional genders.
Hi, Bashar.
And to you, good day.
So I just want to say that I am so grateful to have found you because my most recent teacher, who has now transitioned out of the physical, he came in on a starship, and everything that he taught me is pretty much identical to what you're speaking of. So I'm grateful to have found you. And during that time, you know, his answer to everything was, you are the creator of everything.
Yes.
And
of your experience.
Of my experience. And so I created a situation for myself to learn on a deeper level, and seeing, feeling, and understanding that there is nothing but me.
Now, wait a minute.
Okay.
In a sense, yes. In your experience, you are creating your versions of everything. That doesn't mean other beings don't exist. You're creating your version of other beings. Now, there is only one, if you want to go back to the idea of the source, and everything is made of that one. But it's not about discounting that there are other beings, because there are other perspectives of the one, and they are legitimate individuals unto themselves, but what you're experiencing is your version of them, created out of your consciousness as a representation and an interface, so that you can interface with other beings, but what you're interfacing with is your version of them.
Okay, and that was part of my question, is because when I would tap into that place, I really felt on a deep level that there was nothing but me. And so the confusion was, well, I don't understand the collective.
All right.
Yeah.
When you get the experience, the true tapping into the experience that there is nothing but you, or said another way, that everything is you, you're tapping into the experience of source. Okay. Of all that is. Because from the perspective of all that is, there is nothing but it. It is everything. Everything is made of it. There's no outside to it. There's nothing else but it. So when you have that experience, you are seeing and experiencing from the perspective of source itself.
Okay, awesome.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
And it actually, when I first would tap into it, it would actually create some panic in me. And so I actually had to, with my higher self, say, let's take a step back a little bit and let me kind of integrate and work through it a little bit slower. And now, you know, I don't feel the panic, but then the confusion, which you've just helped explain.
Yes. Well, the panic was only your physical body reacting to the idea that when you tap into source, it can translate that as if you're annihilating the physical mind, which it's not ready to do. In other words, it feels like it's dying, and you go into survival mode. That also happens sometimes when you come into the presence of a very high vibrational being, extraterrestrial, spirit, what have you, is the exposure to that frequency can translate to your physical mind as if it needs to go into fight or flight survival mode, and it goes into panic because it feels like exposure to that frequency means I'm about to die, because it's the frequency of spirit. Not that you actually will die, but that's the way your physical mind often translates that frequency until you get used to it, until you're okay with the idea that you're already dead.
Okay, excellent. That makes sense. So
I know that sounds funny, but the idea is you never leave spirit. You're a spirit right now. You're in spirit. You're in the spirit realm. That's your home. That's everyone's natural state. You never leave it. You are pretending that you've left it. You're dreaming that you've left it, but you're dreaming in spirit. Physical reality is not a place you go to. Physical reality is in your soul. Your physical body doesn't have a soul. Your soul has a physical body within it, at the center of its being. Physical body, physical experience is a focal point at the center of your soul. If you want to imagine your soul like a sphere of energy, an orb of light, then certain ripples and patterns and vibrations within the soul can concentrate something down to the center of the soul. The whole soul remains, but at the center there's a concentration of vibrational frequencies that creates this little crystalline nugget that you call my physical self. You are a focus within your soul. That's what your physical personality is. A focus within your soul. So the idea of quote-unquote reincarnation is simply the expansion back to the soul and the refocusing of a different series of energy patterns that creates a different personality. But all that happens within the soul as if you're breathing in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, within the soul. That's what physical reality is. So you're in spirit right now. So no reason to fear death because you're already dead.